The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Happiness is the highest good. Aristotle. Know thyself. Socrates. The only thing I know is that I know nothing. Socrates. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle. To be is to be perceived. George Berkeley. I think, therefore I am. René Descartes. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Plato. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Aristotle. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate. To have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. B1. Marcus Aurelius. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Socrates. The function of man is to live, not to exist. Jack London. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Seneca. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Baltasar Gracian. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Albert Einstein. The only way to deal with the future is to function efficiently in the now. Alan Watts. The only thing that is constant is change. Heraclitus. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. One day I will find the right words, and they will be simple. Jack Kerouac. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Dalai Lama. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Jordan Belfort. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Buddha. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. We must be willing to let go of